Hello, boys and girls. Today I want to do something a little different and show you how to access and read a book on MackinVIA. I have another video where I showed you how to access a book on MyOn, and I will post some of my regular picture books as well. But in this video, we're going to learn how to use MackinVIA. So first, you go to a browser and you go to MackinVIA.com. You look for our school, Orlando Christian Prep, will show up. You click on that. The username is Orlando and password Orlando. Now, once on the MackinVIA website, you could click log in, and that will allow you to set up what is called a backpack. If you have a backpack, you get your own unique username and login, and then you can check out books and you can highlight and take notes in your books. If all you want to do is read online, then you can just use the Orlando option like we just did. So you can see under categories, if you want to browse and see what kind of books you might like to read, you click on categories and you can see all these categories: adventure, animals, folklore, general fiction, geography, history, math, and so on. Let's say I wanted to look at books about animals. I could see that there are 1,218 books in that category. I can narrow my results by author, by subject, cats, adaptation, adventure fiction. I wonder what sort of adventure fiction there is about animals. Oh, The Call of the Wild, First Dog, and so on. Go back to categories. You have the option on MackinVIA to read ebooks or databases, which would be articles and things like that. Let's say I want to just look at ebooks. You can see there are 10,000 ebooks. Again, I can reduce the results by subject. I could reduce by series names. I could reduce by numbers of pages. I can also look at accelerated reader. Let's say I wanted to look for just third grade level books. I could drag this slider to 3 and take this down to 4. And you can see there are 1,098 results. And then ones here, again, you can reduce by author, subject, numbers of pages, anything you wish. Books between 8 and 207 pages long. If I want to read a short book, I can see there are 867 results between 8 and 64 pages long. Let's go back home. Let's say you know what you're in the mood for and you want to search with a keyword. You can do that as well. Just like I did on my MyOn video, I'm going to search for dragons and see what comes up. There are 20 results with dragons as either a keyword or a title word. You can see there's some nonfiction here about bearded dragons. There's a book about Beowulf, a book about monsters. Here's a children's book, Dear Komodo Dragon. That looks fun. Look, I want to show you how you can look at more info. Authors, publisher, date. You can see accelerated reader information. The interest level, lower grade, reading level 3.5, point value 0.5, and here's the quiz number. So you can see right on the MackinVIA website if it is an accelerated reader book. You could check it out if you were signed in with a backpack. You don't have to do that. We can read it right here with our Orlando guest login. You can see if I am clicking with the mouse, it's going to keep this blue menu in my way. But if you click on the picture, it goes away. And if you want to avoid having it come up every time you use your mouse to click a page, you can use the arrow buttons. I'm using my right and left arrow buttons. Or you can swipe with your fingers if you have a touch screen or if you are on a tablet. So this is Dear Komodo Dragon by Nancy Kelly Allen, illustrated by Lori Allen Klein. Over on Komodo Island, living, breathing dragons, giant man-eating dragons, sharp-clawed and fierce, stomp through woods and lurk in the grass, ready to attack. These are Komodo dragons, real dragons, and one is my pen pal. Dear Komodo Dragon, I've never seen a real dragon, but I've always wanted to. Tell me something about you. Sincerely, Leslie. P.S. I'm going to be a dragon hunter when I grow up. Dear Dragon Hunter Leslie, I'm not bragging when I say Komodo dragons are the biggest and heaviest lizards. My daddy is 10 feet long. About half of my body is my tail, and that's a handy thing to have. It propels me through the water, and I can use it as a weapon in a fight. My spiffy good looks come from my third eye in the top of my head. It helps me sense when the light changes. See ya, but not with my third eye. Como. Dear Como, do you have any brothers and sisters? If not, you can have mine. Hee hee. More than I need. Less. Dear More or Less, I come from a big nest of eggs, 20. After hatching, I've been living in a tree to stay safe from predators, such as wild boars and Komodo dragons. That's right, little Komodo dragons must beware of big ones. We are tasty snacks. At almost 4 years old and 4 feet long, I'm getting too big to climb a tree. I've moved to the ground last night. The night air was cold, so I dug a burrow in the dirt to stay warm. I'm cold-blooded, so my body is the same temperature as the air. Life is good, Como. Dear Como, wow, a tree house. Is catching prey hard work? Do you eat people? A picky eater, Less. Dear Picky Less, the tall grass camouflages me as I prowl. Flicking my tongue in and out, I smell for prey. Sometimes minutes, sometimes hours I wait. When a goat wanders by, I attack. Patient fellow, that's me. I'm a carnivore, so I eat anything that's meat. My favorite meal is carrion, dead animals. You may know it as roadkill. I know it as delicious. Besides, if I eat old, sick, or injured animals, they don't spread diseases. I should be given some kind of health award. Maybe I'm a hero. Komodos don't bother people, usually. Carry a big stick, will usually walk away. Not picky, Como. Dear Como, does eating a big meal give you a bellyache? That's what happens to me when I pig out on pizza. Feeling stuffed, Less. Dear Stuffed Less, I don't remember ever having a bellyache, but after a big meal, my belly drags on the ground. By then, I need a drink, so I mosey over to a water hole. What do you like to do after a big meal? Take a nap, right? Me too. A nap in a sunny spot helps my food digest. I'm all for good health. The parts I can't digest, hair, claws, bones, and feathers, I cough up. Heave ho. I call that my power spew, aka gastric pellet. A belly dragon, Como. Dear Dragon Dragon, since you are a dragon, please answer my question. Do Komodo dragons spit fire? Curious, Less. Dear Curious Les, Komodo dragons do not spit fire or smoke, but our spit does have bacteria and venom. The bacteria in my spit causes blood poisoning in prey, so I not only have foul breath, I have a foul mouth. Yep, my mouth is a deadly weapon. If bitten, the prey will die within a week. Here comes a big dragon. He growls, he fights, he bites. I run. I think I can, I think I can. Oh no, he snaps at me. Dear Como, I have been so worried about you. Did you escape? I know I said I wanted to be a Komodo dragon hunter when I grow up, but that was before I got to know you. What can I do to help you and other Komodo dragons? A friend, Les. Dear Les, I escaped, but the big Komodo dragon bit me and chased me away from dinner. Biting me is no big deal. I'm immune to the dragon's venom. How do you like my snazzy new bandages? Get this, for the next few weeks, I'll be known as Raptile. Komodos don't have many predators, except humans. Yep, some people are real dragon hunters who break the law and poach Komodos. Natural disasters, earthquakes, and erupting volcanoes spell danger too. You are a good sport to help keep us alive. There are only about 3,000 of us in the world, so spread the word that we should be seen and not killed. Your friend, Raptile. And here's some nonfiction stats for creative minds and a little section on conservation, physical and behavioral adaptations, and the publisher information. And that was Dear Komodo Dragon on MackinVIA. If you have any questions about using MackinVIA, please send me an email. And I hope you liked our book today.